One of the only known alien encounters that would lead to the prolonged civil lawsuit and witness testimony of countless military personnel has left many skeptics of the alien awareness movement grasping at straws in rejection of the overwhelming evidence of the visitation of extraterrestrial life. Known as the Cash Landron UFO alien encounter, several individuals would be involved in the sighting of an unidentified flying object that would leave them crippled and injured and in need of monetary assistance for the rest of their lives. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be going over this impossible to explain alien encounter and the truth behind the court battle that would later ensue. According to the witness account of Betty Cash, Vicky Landrum and 7-year-old Colby Landrum, back on the evening of the 19th of December during 1980, the three witnesses claimed to have been the victims of an impossible to explain alien encounter. The witnesses detailed that they were driving home to the city of Dayton, Texas on an isolated 2-lane road at around 9:00 p.m. They witnessed a large diamond-shaped craft hovering above a dense tree line off of the side of the road that was emitting a bright light and appeared to have been hovering over the area. At first, Betty Cash and Vicky Landrum believed that light to have been an aircraft on its way to the Houston Intercontinental Airport, roughly 35 miles away. But as they continued on their journey, they noticed that the light had followed them and was now described as being much closer and far brighter than standard aircraft lights. Once the craft was spotted at this point, the two adults, Betty Cash and Vicky Landrum, parked at the side of the road and exited the car to get a better look at the craft. The craft was described as being an intensely bright light with a body that was a dull metallic silver and shaped like an upright diamond and estimated at being the size of the Dayton Water Tower. The top and bottom of the craft appeared to have been cut off, however, making the pointed parts of the diamond shape appear almost flat. The base of the diamond-shaped craft was expelling large flames and emitting a significant heat that even at the distance the two witnesses could feel the radiated warmth from the base of the craft. Immediately, Vicky Landrum, a recent born-again Christian, began to have a religious experience and claimed that the object was a sign of the second coming of Jesus Christ. Vicky Landrum then began trying to convince Betty Cash to approach the diamond-shaped craft, claiming that the ship itself was Jesus Christ and that he would not hurt them. Unlike Vicky Landrum, however, Betty Cash began to feel an overwhelming feeling of anxiety. They would both later recount the following quote from what they remembered of the craft. The object, intensely bright and a dull metallic silver, was shaped like a huge upright diamond, about the size of the Dayton Water Tower, with its top and bottom cut off so that they were flat rather than pointed. Small blue lights ringed the center, and periodically, over the next few minutes, flames shot out at the bottom, flaring outward, creating the effect of a large cone. Every time the fire dissipated, the UFO floated a few feet downwards towards the road. But when the flames blasted out again, the object rose about the same distance. The encounter was cut short, however, when Cash and Landrum counted about 23 helicopters identified as being tandem rotor Boeing CH-47 Chinooks, a make and model often used by military from around the world, intercepted the craft and forced it to leave the area as they surrounded the diamond-shaped structure and led it to an undisclosed location. Following this encounter, strangely enough, all three witnesses began experiencing illnesses that are commonly associated with radiation sickness. Their symptoms included nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, generalized weakness, a burning sensation, and irritation in their eyes and markings on their skin that were indicative of intense sunburn. A radiologist working with an independent UFO organization examined the three witnesses and commented the following statement. "We have strong evidence that these patients have suffered secondary damage to ionizing radiation. It is also possible that there was an infrared component as well." It was due to their illnesses that Cash and Landrum would eventually take their claims to court against the United States government after being questioned by the Bergstrom Air Force Base and were told by the Air Force personnel to hire a lawyer and seek financial compensation for $20 million from the United States government for their injuries. By 1986, after an extensive legal battle and countless military official testimonies, the judge dismissed the claims under the reasoning that the helicopters or the diamond-shaped craft could not be proved as being evidence of being the product of the United States government or the US government's responsibility. Interestingly, this type of injury is not uncommon, and those who have had close encounters with these crafts have reported similar injuries. One thing that is for sure is that the government has a keen interest in these mysterious crafts. This is backed up by many secret programs that have operated under secret black projects. It's only been in recent years that government officials have opened up about these claims, saying that the UFO phenomena is in fact real. Going on to say that they are currently withholding information from the public and are waiting for an appropriate time to declassify this information. The next question is, why have they held this information for so long? Why are they so against releasing this to the public? As of right now, only they know the answer to this. But if 2020 has shown us anything, it's that the government are being more open about these unidentified flying objects, something that UFO researchers have praised. It seems that time will tell whether they declassify more information surrounding this topic. UFO sightings are becoming increasingly common, and evidence of alien activity is constantly being leaked to the public. Governments are finding it harder to keep information regarding UFOs hidden, with no shortage of hacking attempts and ex-government officials giving up more insights. No matter what you might believe when it comes to UFOs, the evidence is in favour of alien life existing. And as more people are opening up to the possibility that we are not alone in the universe, more people are starting to take an interest. But what do you all think of this interesting witness account of a clearly advanced aviation technology that points towards evidence of covered-up knowledge of extraterrestrial life and government involvement? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. And once again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.